Everyone, this is Dan. I'm doing a brief walkthrough of my bialowieza bookstore Rails application. I made a couple revisions since my last presentation, but for those that haven't seen that, this is a simple e-commerce site that allows a user to add and remove books to a shopping cart and then click on a book image or a book title and read additional information before making a decision. The changes I made are, instead of having a user do a page refresh when he clicks on each additional show page, this is going to be done dynamically using AJAX requests using JSON, and this saves time so he doesn't have to wait for a page refresh every time he scrolls through different books. So we're going to begin by signing in using OmniAuth. And now we're on the next page, and as a side note, I made a brief change. Instead of having to expand all the books by the day they were added into the database, I made it a little more convenient for users so that the books are sorted by the author. So you'll see all the books published written by a certain author, and then it'll move on to the next author. So I'm going to click on this, and you can see there was no page refresh. What happens right now is that since we're on the index action, we're on the index view, sorry, the index view sends a JSON request to the index action, which serves as a JSON API. This uses an active model serializer, which formats data that's queried from the database and then returns it as a JSON response, and uses jQuery to render this to the DOM. And just to show you what the active model serializer is going to be returning, you go to the book's index page, .json, and as you can see, it's going to return a title for each book, author, genre, summary, and then if you click on for additional information, when you click on the book title, it's going to show the previous ID and the next ID, but this is something we're going to get into in a bit. Now let's go back to the next page. Sort the books by the author. And as you can see, all the books by this particular author are shown first before it moves on to this one, who has only one book, before moving on to this one. So let's click on the show page for this book, number to the stars. And as you can see, all the elements from the show page are now shown on the next page. And as I previously stated, the previous and next buttons are now shown at the show page, and you can shuffle through each book that's available on the application, going in numerical order. And let's say it's not always going to be this nice. Sometimes if you're on the side, like a book gets deleted, so there might not be a 4, there might not be a 1, and you'll have to skip over that. It's an edge case that I've taken into account. And as you can see, when we go down to 1 on the URL right here, it should not have an error message. It should, instead of going down to 0, it should go back up to 25 or whatever the maximum number of books are on the website. So as you can see, it went up to 26. There's no error message. Just to show that again, yeah, it goes back up. It goes down to 1. So it's an important edge case to keep in mind when you're making this kind of feature where you could allow users to use the previous and next button. One final feature that I've added is I allowed the user, when he's looking through authors and he sees a book, he doesn't see a book that he really wants to order, he could do a request form. It shows up dynamically using the AJAX request once again. You could type in, quoting best practices. You could submit the form, and the form is submitted dynamically using AJAX. And as you can see, it's displayed here. No page refresh. Okay, one thing I would like to make an improvement on for next time is I want to add some CSS and Bootstrap to beautify the application a little bit, since it's a little plain looking, but I want to focus on AJAX for this time around, for this version. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the new additions to the application.